Come on. I got to make sure that this is a good educational channel. So if any parents are watching their children watch my videos, that they're like, yeah, this is a channel I want them to continue to watch. Right. Anyway, I remember this one.
Okay, then. Until 2008, the figurative sense of red herring was thought to originate from a supposed technique of training young scent hounds.
There are variations of the story, but according to one version, the pungent red herring would be dragged along a trail until a puppy learned to follow the scent. Later, when the dog was being trained to follow the faint odor of a fox or a badger, the trainer would drag a red herring, whose strong scent confuses the animal, perpendicular to the animal's trail to confuse the dog. The dog eventually learned to follow the original scent rather than the stronger scent. A variation of this story is given without mention of its use in training in the Macmillan Book of Proverbs, Maxims and Famous Phrases, with the earliest use cited being from W.F. Butler's Life of Napier, published in 1849. Brewer's Dictionary of Phrase and Fable, 1981, gives the full phrase as drawing a red herring across the path, an idiom meaning to divert attention from the main question by some side issue. Here, once again, a dried, smoked, and salted herring, when drawn across a fox's path, destroys the scent and sets the hounds at fault. Another variation of the dog story is given by Robert Hendrickson in 1994, who says escaping convicts use the pungent fish to throw off hounds in pursuit. According to a pair of articles by Professor Gerald Cohen and Robert Scott Ross, published in Comments on Entomology, 2008, supported by entomologist Michael Quinion, and accepted by the Oxford English Dictionary, the idiom did not originate from a hunting practice. Ross researched the origin of the story and found the earliest reference to using herrings for training animals was in Tract on Horsemanship, published in 1697 by Gerlin Langbane. Langbane recommended a method of training horses, not hounds, by dragging the carcasses of a cat or fox so that the horse would be accustomed to following the chaos of a hunting party. He says if a dead animal is not available, a red herring would do as a substitute. This recommendation was misunderstood by Nicholas Cox, published in the notes of another book around the same time, who said it should be used to train hounds, not horses. Either way, the herring was not used to distract the hound or horses from a trail, rather than to guide them along it. The earliest reference to using herring for distracting hounds is an article published in February 14, 1807 by a radical journalist, William Cobert, in his polemical periodical Political Register. According to Cohen and Ross, and accepted by the OED, this is the origin of the figurative meaning of red herring. In the piece, William Cobbett critiques the English press which had mistakenly reported Napoleon's defeat. Cobbett recounted that he had once used a red herring to deflect hounds in pursuit of a hare, adding it was a mere transitory effect of the political red herring, for on the Saturday the scent became as cold as a stone. Quinion concludes the story, and Cobbett's extended repetition of it in 1833, was enough to get the figurative sense of red herring into the minds of his readers, unfortunately also with the false idea that it came from some real practice of huntsmen. Although Cobbett popularized the figurative usage, he was not the first to consider red herring for scenting.
You know how far? Look at how long this goes. I can't do it anymore.